Today I attempt to make my first ever real life LEGO World War II mock. This will include me building in my flower bed 2 trenches, adding in some German soldiers and British soldiers, and seeing how epic this will turn out. So let's get started. So today we're going to be in the flower bed and we're going to be building 2 trenches. We're going to be using a British trench here and a German trench here, and then we're going to be putting all the Lego figures on this to make a real life Lego mock. So let's see how it gets on today. So first off, let's build the trenches. I've never done this before, and yes, this is my face. I know you haven't seen it before, but hello, my name's Nathan. Here we have the British side. We're going for like a T trench here. So you've got your first trench up here. Wait a bit of that. You've got a bit of that. And then we've got the second bit down here. So the troops will be running down to kind of get to the front line. And like you can see, I'm not a gardener, so hopefully this looks good. Pretty good, that bit there. And then we have the German trench. The German trench is going to be very, very simple. It's just going to be a line, and then on the side here, we're going to build like a little, you see there, there's like a little circle there, and a circle there, where we're going to have some mortars going on. So first off, hopefully this is the basic kind of what we need to do. Maybe I feel like we might need to fill it in a little bit. Fill it in a little bit so the soldiers aren't so small in there. But let's start with the British soldiers and getting them in place. So we have all types of Lego figures today. So we have like these British World War II medics where we got a stretcher, we got medics with kind of suitcases and a little syringe. Then we got the normal World War II soldier. We have some berets with a Type 99, I think they're called. Then we have our World War II British general. There he is, look at him. This is a bit of a cooler build. This is a set I just bought, so I haven't actually put him into a Lego mock, so it's the first time seeing him. And then we have some soldiers here like this, where he's got a backpack and a gun. These are the ones in the same set. Kind of, the colour isn't amazing, but it will do. So let's now put all the soldiers in. So I've sped this up because you don't want to just see me literally just be putting figures in. So we basically put all the British medics at the back, have some running towards the front of the trench, and then we started adding in the whole loads of little figures there. And I'm sorry if I get in the way of the camera. It's my first time doing this, and I'm sorry it's windy so you can't hear me as much, but trust me, these British soldiers look amazing. If you haven't already, grab your some and let's get on to the next bit. So here we have it, the British soldiers all here in their trench. There we go. You can see, let's get an angle of the trench here. So you have all the Lego soldiers there, a few running over. Got the Lego plane there, a few soldiers there, looking very good. And then at the back of the trench you can see the medics there, some new reinforcements coming in with their backpacks and everything. Please make sure, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this. This is my first attempt ever making a garden mock, and now it's time to add the Germans, and let's see how this goes. If you want to grab some Lego figures like these yourself, all you need to do is click off the video. Into the description there is a link to my Etsy shop. All you gotta do is click on that, and there you will have all my listings with all the figures or vehicles you want to get your hands on. And if you haven't already, use code YouTube for 10% off, and you'll get some great figures for some great prices. Let's carry on with the video. And now it's time to get the German side in. So this is the side what is going to be defending their trench, where we have loads more British, like you can see on this side, a lot more British soldiers going over, and we might be able to add a few more just to fill it up. But this is the side where the Germans are going to be, so let's get them in and let's see how it looks. So we have loads of little Germans today. We have an MG here, so we're going to be setting these up so they're going to be kind of ready to gun some Germans down, some British down. You can see he's the first one to go in. Now it's time to chuck all the German soldiers in. We had about 20 to 30 soldiers we were dealing with on this. So we had all with Kar 98s, what looked absolutely amazing. In the colour, the German uniforms absolutely looked amazing. And trust me, when you see the ending of this, how I panned around this whole World War II mock in my flower bed, it looked amazing. I wouldn't change it. The only thing I would do, actually, there's one thing I would do, would probably make it a little bit wetter so you could actually see the detail. When editing this, I've seen that it's actually kind of hard to see. But now it's time for us to make our little mortar little area here. So we had this little mortar, which is actually kind of thing I'm testing to be able to put into my shop to see if it's worth it. And it looked epic. Here is the German side. Like you can see, all of them are basically on the edge, looking beautiful in this sunlight. And then we do have the battle here, the British soldier versus the German. Look at that, that is pretty sick. So let's do a bird's eyes view of this. So there we go, like you can see, there's a lot of soldiers. I think this might be the biggest mock we've done for soldiers, but look at it, it literally is amazing. And while I'm talking about soldiers, if you do want to get yourself some soldiers like these, I have an Etsy shop. It's live right now and it's absolutely going crazy. So if you want to get your hands on some, all you need to do is click the link in my bio, the Etsy shop, and you get a 10% code if you use YouTube. The code is on the screen, use it and message me. You can always message me, you come from the YouTube video. I always throw in some free gifts too. So make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe and like, and check out the shop if you want to get your World War II figures like these. And these are literally the ones in the shop. We have a British medic, a German medic, all of that, a broken down plane, some soldiers here. It literally looks epic. Let me know how you think I've got on by doing my first ever World War II mock in dirt. The trench literally looks sick. There's a few ideas I've got for my next one where I could be putting some wood down. It might actually make it look really cool, putting some wood and actually getting some sandbags, barbed wire, stuff like that, extra stuff. And maybe at the back, some artillery would look really cool. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.